If I'm honest, 5 years ago when I left my corporate job, I was pretty broken. I've been doing a job for about 20 years that I hated, really, if I'm honest. And when I came out of that, I started up a new job and I did all the things that kind of corporate people do when they leave work. You think about getting your business card sorted out and where you're going to have your office and all that kind of stuff. And I really set out on a path of doing a time for money job. I actually set myself up as a professional photographer, and that was fine. I was building it up. And after 3 years, I was making a reasonable amount of money, and that was fine. But COVID happened, and then COVID completely destroyed everything. But in reality, the business that I had been building wasn't really capable of being scalable. It wasn't something that was digital, and obviously when COVID happened, everything stopped. So basically, I had to reinvent myself at that point. And one of the things of coming out of the corporate life is obviously you had a brand to stand behind, and that was great to be able to have that. But when you're actually out on your own, you have to consider more of your personal brand, and that's the brand that people connect with, and it feels more authentic. And I think, if I'm really honest, I kind of hid away after I came out of my corporate job, and whilst I was building things up as a photographer, it wasn't really being built on great foundations. It wasn't something I could make into a fully scalable big business, basically. And so COVID happened and I had to start again. And what I did, first of all, is I wrote a course, like a lot of people at that time. And I wrote a course about SEO for photographers. And then I wrote a course about Google business profiles. I wrote a course about Pinterest. And then I started up a coaching group, and I did a Facebook group. And I started getting into YouTube. And I started putting myself out there instead of hiding away, and putting myself out there under my own brand instead of a corporate brand. And that's really what I've been doing since. And I've built a successful SEO business as a freelance SEO, and also as a course creator and a coach, and run 2 coaching groups every week. I'm looking to start a 3rd one. And these are businesses that are scalable and are digital and can't be affected by COVID. And most importantly, are not all eggs in one basket. So that's my story, I guess. And that's the basis for setting up this channel, because maybe like me, you're somebody that's coming out of the corporate world. Maybe your confidence has been knocked. Maybe you felt broken and you're looking to rebuild yourself. And I'm really hoping to help people find their voice, really. Find their voice and find a personal brand, and use that to promote themselves and get out there and get networking. Because once you actually find your voice, it's a very, very powerful thing. And the confidence you can get from that, and the happiness and the satisfaction you can get, is much more than I would ever have had working in a corporate job. So that's the reason for this channel. That's what I'm all about. Check my link in the bio for more resources.